Hello and welcome to the new week. Um, I've had a few issues with doing emails, various emails that have come in, my replying. I've had this issue in the past. If I reply on my computer, there's no issue. When I reply through my phone, apparently I'm not patient enough to wait for it to send. So, a couple of you I wrote detailed responses to, and then discovered they never went. So first off, my apologies for that. However, in most of these responses, I said I was about to make a video, so here's the video. I will, after the video is posted, go back and reply to the emails in my computer and tell you, make sure to watch the video. Now, a couple things that need to be addressed. One, big one here. When something says it is due by a certain time, it means at that time it is locked. Like, your chances are done. If you wait until 1 to 2 hours before it locks to even try to turn it in, and then you have issues, I can't help you with that. That is not my fault. You need to start sooner. That extra time is there in order to help accommodate for issues. You cannot expect me to be online every Friday night in order to help you troubleshoot when you have not done something for a week or two. I say this because I have reopened everything so many times, it's insane. I was trying to be super helpful because of the hurricane that came through, knowing that a lot of people lost power and lost internet, and I kept reopening assignments. I keep going back and grading what I have reopened. Some people still never even bothered. That's on you, not me, because by God, I reopened it. Some people took advantage of that. Good on you. That's what you're supposed to do. Other people still ignored everything until the very last minute. Let's talk about the energy consumption lab. Part 1 has been open for 2 solid weeks, 2 weeks. You have the document. You have the document filled out where I have literally filled everything out, showing you how to do it with examples. And it was open for 2 solid weeks. There were a few people who had issues and they contacted me. That's what you're supposed to do. But you don't wait until the very last day to contact me. You work on it when it first opens. So, shall we say, the first week it is open, go ahead and start working on it. Take a look at it and go, oh, crap, I'm not sure what to do here. Send me a message. I had a couple of people who did emails to ask me questions. I had a couple of people who requested a call or a Zoom. I don't do phone calls. I do Zoom. And those people, we then went back and forth. They did great. Pretty sure they even got extra credit. If you're not sure how to do something, you don't just go and not do it. That's not how you get through life. You ask the instructor, can you help me? Do not, however, just say, I don't get it and give me no detail, because if you don't tell me specifically the part you're having a trouble with, I can't clarify. I know somebody emailed me asking me about various formulas, and I had a hard time comprehending what the questions were. So I was like, well, if you mean this, then this. If you mean this, then this. I felt bad for the person because I feel they were trying to be very concise and my brain just wasn't comprehending. So they got probably a much longer response than they wanted, but I wanted to make sure I answered the question. I will answer your questions to the best of my ability, 100% every time. It just might take a moment and we might have to do a back and forth. Zoom might honestly be the best way to fully understand something. Waiting until the very last minute to do it and then just saying, I didn't get it and leaving it blank, never a good idea. You will lose points every single time. Waiting until the very last minute to do it and then emailing me that you're having trouble uploading it, no, that's also not okay. You had 2 weeks to do this assignment. It is not my fault if you waited till the very last minute. Additionally, it's been covered that if you're having trouble with something, you need to screenshot right then and there, not after I ask you to. It is your responsibility to back up what you're claiming. If you're saying you're doing everything right and it's not letting you do it, prove it, show me. Part of your job as a student. I do not reopen assignments. I've said it. It's in the syllabus. I've said it and I've said it and I've said it. If you miss the due date, I can't help you there. If you wait until the very last minute and then have issues, can't help you. You should have started earlier. That's literally why it's open for so long. It is not so you can just do nothing for 2 weeks and then tell me that you have some kind of issue and then get even more time. It doesn't work that way. Start earlier. If you started earlier, even if you waited until the second week, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Say you waited until the second week to get started, and then Tuesday you try it and you have trouble. That gives us Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to figure out what's wrong. If you start Wednesday, that gives us the rest of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you even started Thursday, that gives us the rest of Thursday and Friday to figure out. If you wait until Friday at like 8 or 9 p.m. and it closes Friday at 10, no, because quite frankly, it's ridiculous to expect me to be at your beck and call at that time. I was responding to people this past Friday on a fluke. Normally, I'm not on my phone or on the computer at that hour. I normally am spending it with my family, which is what I kind of think everybody should do. I'm not trying to berate anyone. I just need you to realize it's your responsibility as a student to start earlier. I will not reopen it. So if you had trouble uploading it at the end of 2 weeks because you didn't do it earlier, unless you can get IT to prove that it was an IT issue and not your own issue, then the zero stands. If you did not take advantage of the 3 weeks worth of times that I have reopened assignments for you because of the hurricane, not my problem. I really did. I tried and tried. And I have I think at least a third of the class who just hasn't bothered. Not my problem. I did what I could for you. I really, really did. But you have to grow up and be the proper student. My job is to facilitate learning. My job is to try to help you. I've done that. Your job as a student is to do your part, which is start at an appropriate time, do the stuff, and turn it in the appropriate manner. That means start early enough. So, yeah, unless you actually have some kind of huge circumstance that caused this, and it's not just you procrastinating, the zero is going to stand. That's just the way it is. Learn from it, do better, start earlier, stop having excuses as to why you can't get stuff turned in. Now, on that note, I need to address something else. AI. No, it is no, it is no, it is no. I'm going to post a big announcement and I'm going to be adding it to the syllabus. I really didn't think anybody would use friggin' AI to turn something in this course. It's ridiculous. That's cheating. That is plagiarism. That is not your own work. To use AI is about the laziest thing somebody can do. Why would you even bother taking a college class if you're not going to actually do your own work? Do I despise AI? Oh, heck yes. I freaking despise it. Unless you're just doing something for fun with your family because you think it's hilarious how stupid it is. There you go. It's not okay. It is not okay. And let me repeat that. It is not okay. Anytime I find that you have used AI to turn something in, from this point forward, you will just receive a zero. It is not okay in my classes. It should not be okay in any college courses. If anyone says that their other teachers let them, don't care. I'm not your other teachers. I expect you to use your own brain, your own words. If when you email me, you use sentences like this, and then you turn in an assignment with sentences like this, I kind of already know because you're not being yourself. I value hearing what you yourself think. That is what I expect. That's what you need to give me. I do not need something else writing for you. And just so you know, AI is friggin' stupid. It's not always going to be accurate. It's not going to be great. And again, it's cheating. It is not you doing the work. If you were in a classroom setting and you can't bring in a computer to type it up for you, clearly you shouldn't be doing that for this class. So I want to make it clear, crystal clear. There is no use of AI in this course that is acceptable. None. Zero, zilch, nada. I think that's about it. You can tell I'm a little frustrated right now. And I'm sure as a student, you're frustrated with a lot of things about me and my strict rules. It's really not that hard to follow. I will tell you 100%, every course I have ever taught for SGSC, as well as other colleges, SGSC though, ask around for anyone who's had me. You will get this. You will get, oh my God, she's great. It's wonderful. Such an easy class. And you will get, she's horrible. She's mean. I can't stand it. Avoid her at all costs. Those are the two answers you get. These people simply do what they're told to do. Every single term, I have people who finish with well over 100%. Well over 100%. And these people are the ones who, not to be rude or disrespectful, are friggin' lazy and they just don't follow directions. And then they get mad because I won't take excuses. If you do what I tell you to do, these are the easiest courses ever. Like, seriously, all you have to do is follow directions. Don't try to shortcut. Just do what I tell you to do and you're golden. That's it. So if you don't like where your grade is right now, take a step back and go, have I made sure I have started every week, Sunday or Monday, and I open that week's file and read it? Have I made sure to follow the directions of what she said? Did I make sure to try to turn it in before the last 1 or 2 hours it is open? If you do those, you're in this camp. You've already got an A. That's all there is to it. The only way you don't already have an A in my class is because you're not following directions. So just do what you're told to do and you're going to be great. We are coming up on midterm pretty quick. Do I expect a bunch of people are going to drop? Oh yeah, mainly because a lot of people just aren't turning anything in. How do you expect to pass if you don't turn in any work? Can you still get a good grade if you have done horribly up until this point? Yeah, believe it or not, yes. You can actually still do really well because that is how I build my course. I build it so before midterm, you're going to hopefully learn your lesson about not doing stuff, not following directions, and you have to see all those zeros in order to basically get a kick in the butt and start being the student you can be, the one who is not relying on excuses, the one who's not coming up with all the reasons why they couldn't do something. Once you grow up and become the proper college student you can be, and you start taking advantage of opportunities, you get proactive, you start really doing the work, you will see how quickly your score can. So if you're concerned, ask me for a Zoom. Ask for a Zoom meeting. We will have one. We will go over your very specific grades together, and I will show you everything that's left, and you can see whether or not you can still get the grade you want. But you have to request the meeting. You have to show up for the meeting. You have to do the work. Your grade is on what you actually do, not anything else, not me. I promise you, I treat every single student in this course exactly the same. No one gets better or worse than anybody else. If you ask questions, I answer them. If you ask for a meeting, I show up. If you don't ask anything, nothing I can do. If you send me all these crazy reasons why something wasn't accomplished at the very last minute, you're going to get a 0, just like everybody else who did it. And I promise you, it's not just one person. I get multiple people almost every single due day that suddenly have some issue. I can't help that. Your job as a student is to do what you're supposed to do. That's it. Yeah, I guess that's it. So hopefully I didn't make everybody completely angry. And yeah, if you have questions, shoot me a message. I will respond. I promise. All right. Peace out.